Here to I decided I'm going to show off my WWE DVD collection for you people out there to see which ones I've collected throughout the years. This is my very first one. It's VHS, Hogan, Rock, WrestleMania 18 on VHS. It still works great. The other match of the card was good was Angle, Kane, that was a great match. Undertaker and Ric Flair was good. Regal and RVD was a good match. The Fatal 4-Way there for the tag team titles was good. Backlash 2002. Just got this one recently. Just finished watching it. Not a bad pay-per-view. This was the first pay-per-view after the brand split. Like the very first ever brand split. Like Brock Lesnar. Debut match against Jeff Hardy. The good matches on that card was Undertaker, Stone Cold with Ric Flair special guest referee. That was a 30-minute match. It was great. Eddie Guerrero RVD for the IC title was a good match. And Edge and Kurt Angle was a very great match as well. Survivor Series on VHS when Shane McMahon came back to go after Kane after Kane took his mask off. This is also the last DVD there, last VHS, I'm sorry, of when Stone Cold was around, because if Stone Cold lost, he was fired, and he lost there, his team lost. Well, look at his team. Michaels, Booker T, RVD, the Dudley Boys. I got Shawn Michaels, Booker T, Bubba, Devon. But look at the other team he had to face. Jericho, Christian, Steiner, Mike Henry, Orton. Like, that's a pretty good star-studded team right there. WrestleMania 19 when Hogan and Vince McMahon squared off. This is also the pay-per-view where The Rock and Stone Cold fought each other for the third time. And The Rock finally defeated Austin in the WrestleMania pay-per-view. That triple threat tag team match, Benoit, Rhino against the Guerreros, Charlie Hall, Shawn Benjamin, that was a great match. Royal Rumble 2004. This is the pay-per-view where Chris Benoit entered number 1 and finally won his very first ever Royal Rumble. SummerSlam 2004 when Benoit was World Heavyweight Champion, lost his title against young and up-and-comer Randy Orton and JBL and The Undertaker over the WWE Championship. There's the other match. The other match of the card was weird. Like Triple H versus Eugene. Like, what is that? Unforgiven. Kane on the cover there. This is the first ever match Kane and Shawn Michaels had on pay-per-view. They said it was a great match. The other match of the night was Jericho and Christian for the ladder match. I have 2 other ones after this, but my good friend, cousin, Chris Gocher still has those, and he's trying to get back into WWE, so he's going to watch those DVDs and that. No Mercy. Just recently bought this one. I haven't watched it all, so I don't know what it's like. I don't know many of you remember this guy, but Kenzo Suzuki, or whatever, Japanese guy. This one was Spike Dudley, was the boss of the Dudley Boys. Survivor Series. I liked this cover. And on the back there, this is the one with Triple H, Gene Snitsky, Edge, and Jericho. Batista took on Jericho, Maven. So it was a little bit blurry. I apologize. Oh yeah, Jericho, Maven, Benoit, and Orton. That was a great match. No Way Out. This is the first time ever they overhyped the first ever steel cage barbed wire match between JBL and Big Show. The only good part of that was bloody. Like JBL was very bloody. The rest of the pay-per-view, it was okay. Backlash when Hulk Hogan returned to pay-per-view there in 2005 as he teamed up with Shawn Michaels against Mahana Hassan and Daivari. Comment below if any of you actually remember Mahana Hassan and what you thought of him. To me, he wasn't all that good of a talent, but the last man standing match, there had been Wall and Edge. That match was just amazing. Unforgiven 2005. John Cena, Kurt Angle. This is the match where Matt Hardy and Edge fought in a steel cage. That was really brutal. Very great match. Ric Flair won his first ever Intercontinental Championship on this pay-per-view. No Mercy 2005. This is the last pay-per-view of Eddie Guerrero on pay-per-view before he passed away suddenly, when he faced Batista for the World Heavyweight Championship. The other very good match that stood out there was the Fatal 4-Way match, the United States Championship, and the Cruiserweight Championship match. So those matches were really good. Taboo Tuesday, the second ever one. This match was highlighted by Cena, Kurt Angle, and Shawn Michaels in a triple threat. And the other main event match was when Ric Flair and Triple H started having that bloody feud. I mean bloody. Survivor Series. This match, Eddie Guerrero was supposed to be on the Team SmackDown. But I can't remember if Rey Mysterio or JBL replaced him. It's one of those two were the ones that replaced him. I just can't remember which one it was. This is the first ever pay-per-view where Team Raw, like all Raw versus SmackDown people. Royal Rumble 2006. See McMahon's there. That was a pretty neat cover. This Royal Rumble match was very good. This one with Rey Mysterio onto number 2 and won it. The other matches on the card, besides the Cruiserweight Open, the other matches weren't all that great. WrestleMania 22. When Rey Mysterio won his first ever World Heavyweight Championship. When he faced Angle and Orton. The other very good match on this card was Mick Foley and Edge in a hardcore match. That's when Mick Foley and Edge went through a flaming table. Backlash. This one Edge started to really get into the main event. This is when RVD won the first ever Money in the Bank ladder match. And he's the first ever guy to actually make his briefcase look fancy, Big Show there. Kane. Judgment Day. This is the debut of the Great Khali. Whoopie-a-doo. Now, I haven't seen this one yet, so I can't tell you what it's been like. But the other matches on the card, not bad. Like Kurt Angle, Mark Henry, Bobby Lashley, King Booker. ECW, One Night Stand. This one, ECW was coming back as a third brand on WWE. And the main event to be seen Cena RVD. That was not a good choice to main event the pay-per-view. But the matches were worth checking out here. Mysterio versus Sabu and Balls Mahoney versus Masuto Tataka. Those matches were great. SummerSlam. This is the reign of King Booker when he first started. King Booker. And this is the reign of Big Show as ECW champion. As you see there, he defended against Sabu. Hulk Hogan returned to face Orton. Survivor Series again. This is a pretty neat cover. There's Benoit, Chavo Guerrero. That was a really good match. First blood match there. It's been a while since those were around. Cyber Sunday. This was the first ever one where all 3 brands champions faced off against each other. The fans chose which championship was defended, and I believe they chose Booker T's World Heavyweight Championship. I'm pretty sure here. It actually doesn't tell you. I forget. This is also the other time, like that Tornado Tag Team match, that was okay. DX, Edge, and Orton. King Booker again, No Mercy. King Booker defends World Heavyweight Championship. That's like the first ever pay-per-view I actually remember seeing fitfully in a main event. Armageddon. No Way Out. New Year's Resolution 2007. Look at Triple H and Shawn Michaels there. Hilarious. Royal Rumble 2007. Backlash 2007. No Mercy 2007. I know there was a big jump there because the other pay-per-views between that time weren't all that impressive. Backlash 2008. Judgment Day 2008. Extreme Rules. Now, this DVD I did not like because I bought it because it was good matches, as you can see there. But as soon as you got to Michaels and Batista, Taker, Edge, Triple H, and Orton, you can never watch it. It just freezes and acts up. And to this day, they never fix that. I wish that if they ever make DVDs again, like reprints, this would be one of the ones they remake. Great American Bash 2008. This is the first ever parking lot brawl they had. See there? Where is it? John Cena, JBL, New York City parking lot brawl. They actually brawled in the parking lot with cars around them. Pretty good match. And this is when CM Punk becomes the first ever World Heavyweight Champion because he faces Batista. SummerSlam 2008. This is the DVD with the first ever between John Cena and Batista, and Cena gets injured. And this marks the feud between Michaels and Jericho that started in 2008. Really heats up here. Unforgiven 2008. This is the first ever scramble matches. As you can see there. They were all really good matches. And this non-sync match between Michaels and Jericho, man, check that match out. That match was amazing. No Mercy 2008. This is when they tried to really boost Jeff Hardy into main event status. And as you can see, Matt Hardy versus Mark Henry is the very first match on the card. And way down there is Triple H and Jeff Hardy. That was a shame. It should have been the other way around. Cyber Sunday 2008. Survivor Series 2008. This one, Cena ended the reign of Jericho's World Heavyweight Championship run. Like, he just came back from being injured, hometown. Let's give him a title shot. The other matches in this card that was good was the casket match between Undertaker and Big Show was good. The Survivor Series elimination teams. Like, Shawn Michaels' team against JBL's team was good, but the really good one was Batista's team against Orton's team. Armageddon 2008, where Jericho tries to get him back as World Heavyweight Championship there against John Cena. Matt Hardy versus Vander Kozlov was on there. Not a bad match. The Warrior Rumble 2009. I love this cover. Like, look at this cover. Like, if you could feel it right now, it's a great metal. Look at the back. That's all it shows you. No Way Out 2009. Vander Kozlov. This is the first ever one with Edge. Starts a chamber match as champion loses it against The Undertaker. Triple H, And right there, he's in that chamber match. He took out Kofi Kingston, wins the World Heavyweight Championship by pinning John Cena. Backlash 2009. Cena, Edge, Legacy, Triple H. Night of Champions 2009. The first ever pay-per-view where all championships were defended. SummerSlam 2009. Retro there. Like, that's pretty cool. And last but not least, Survivor Series 2009. So that's part 1 of my WWE Collection DVD. Let me know which covers you liked and what matches on the back of some of the ones I've shown you. I'll be back later on with part 2. Have a good day, everybody.